Hello, it's Dana Marie, and I am here to do a flip of my journal. I haven't decorated the cover yet, and that's, well, I guess it's not odd for me. Sometimes I do it when I start the journal, sometimes I do it halfway through. I thought this journal was gonna be 6 months, okay? So I'm gonna set it here so you see that I'm not like spreading it out or squeezing it. Look how big it already is. This is just mid-March, right here. These pages are blank except for some watercolor or whatever. So, in here, I'll just hold it in my hand. Oops, I lost my Tuesday. Look how fat it already is. This is just to mid-March. We're at March 15th right here. And this was supposed to go through the end of June. So I don't see that happening because by the time I get, if it's this fat in 3 months, it's gonna be like this. And then I'm gonna have the same problem I had with my last one, and also Holly with Journal with Dolly did in hers, where the left side hump is gonna be too big to even write in it. All right, so I'm gonna do a February flip now that I picked it up and took it off the spot that I knew was in the camera. Oi. All right, so here's February. This was my beginning of February page. I'm not in love with it, gotta be honest. I just kind of slapped some stuff down. I was behind the 8 ball on January and I was in a hurry. I did 1 page. Sometimes I do 2. I think January I probably did because it was the beginning of the journal. Yeah, and I didn't even finish that yet, but I did color that. This time I did 1 and I just put some stuff in it that I had, and then I wrote February, which I don't like. I don't like anything about this, nothing. But you know what I do when that happens? Oh, look at there, a new page. So February 1st, I put this in here. It's a picture of my son making a mean face because he doesn't like when I take his picture, but he had just gotten his haircut. He had not had a haircut for, let's see, this is February 1st. September, October, November, December, January, February. 6 months. 6 months without a haircut, and he finally got his haircut and it looked so good. I was so excited. All right, and it looks like I took my dog to the vet, so I put on her meds because she has heartworm. Here's this I got online. It's like a picture of a boy in the chair where they cut your hair. My words are not with me. Hairdresser. Comb and stuff. Here is a little macaron, not a macaroon. A wish for the week ahead. It's just that this is Sweatpants and Coffee. I follow them on Facebook. They have a lot of cute little coffee memes, and I'm a coffee addict. All right, so that's, oh, I didn't know I had journaling back there. All right, so I took Marley to the vet and she got her shots. So I had stickers for that. This is not sticking. I don't know where I get this. Some sticker book, Recollections maybe. I'd spent some time in my art studio. That might have been the last time I've been down there. It's been a long time. I've kind of like lost my, January was hard. It was cold, and I did my journal, but I didn't do any art journaling or art stuff. So I haven't done a lot of that even still, because as we know, February is hard. And this is, we had French toast. Where did I write that? I know I had journaling for this. Maybe not. Well, we had French toast and bacon for dinner, so I looked up French toast doodle, and that's what I got. All right, the second, I took my golden doodle. She's 4 months now, so she was 2.5 months old, I think. I don't know. It was Groundhog Day. I put yike, and then ran out of, I didn't have an S. These are like rub-ons. There you go. This is a picture of my doodle going to the groomer for the first time, and I just journaled what we did that day, which wasn't much. The background is just watercolor circles that I outlined with sloppily with black pen. Here I put watercolor on the page. Everybody that does this, I love it, and then I do it and I'm like, no, nope. So this is washi. I drew a black and white border. This is Loveland's Life. And these are things I printed off the internet. We watched Name That Tomb in Yellowstone. And I was in, it says today sucked. I had to print that on the internet because I don't have a sticker that says that. And pain, so my pain level was really high again that day. I have chronic pain. Some days it's good. Is it good? No. Some days it's minor. Some days it's not. That was one of those days. Number 4, my blood type is coffee. This is from a sticker book, Put On Your Positive Pants, Office. I had all the letters and then realized my C was gone. So I drew it in and I did a terrible job, as you can see. These are pink. This is not watercolor. This is Distress Oxide ink. I made my own weather stickers, so that's from a sheet I printed of my own. I just Googled the type of weather I wanted, found the little pictures, shrank them down in a Pages document to the size I wanted, and printed them out. I did laundry. This was a free printable, but I don't know where I got it. And these are just dollar store stickers. 5'2", my height, but my attitude, 6'1". I don't know, I thought it was funny because I'm short and I get made fun of. I got this in Happy Mail. It's cute and it's glittery. Moving on. Then I decided I wanted to do more flippy flips for no reason whatsoever. So I decided to flip this page, and it says "so something," because it was February and February was cold and we had a truckload of snow in our yard. And while I love cold and snow, it was just a long winter. And I was feeling some kind of way. So I put "so something" because I was feeling so something. I couldn't describe how I was feeling. I put a tab on this. This is Little Raven ink. She's amazing. I love her and all of her stuff. And then I just did my journaling here because this is part of this page, as well as, well, I guess it's not really part of that page, but it goes both ways. And then I put Relish, Love. Those are from Little Raven ink. And then Heartfelt was a sticker book. And this is actually a piece of washi tape, black with a white polka dot, and I put it down as a heart, but it doesn't look right. Little Raven ink. I made this. So when I made this page, this was watercolor, and I did do a video. I didn't flip through this, did I? It's making me feel like I did, but maybe I just did a video on it. This was watercolor that I had put down on the page. The whole page was watercolor. And then I saw Little Raven ink, maybe, I think, draw flowers on the watercolored page and then paint in the background. So I painted mine in blue, and then I decided I needed a number 5, and I didn't have one that I liked that matched the page, so I went downstairs and used this to my art studio and used this blue to make a circle, and then white, not gel pen. Everybody loves the white Uniball gel pen. It's great, but sometimes it doesn't work for me, so I used a white correction pen, whiteout pen. These are just the shows we watched, and I did art that day, so I put it on there. So I have 2 flippy flops here, and this was just a non-page. I just did it. All right, the 6th, I put in this card. It was from some scrapbooking stuff I had. These numbers are die cuts that they're Tim Holtz numbers, and the and sign and the pound sign. I bought the little Thinlits dies, and I used my die cutter to make those. And it was a Saturday. This is Little Raven ink. This was a piece of scrapbook paper that I had that had like all these little cutouts. I cut this piece out, and then I put some pink oxide ink around it. These are stickers. This is washi. This was the waffles that we had that day, and they were really good. So I was gonna put the packaging in, but it was too thick. So I just put I cut the piece of packaging, which was this size, and I just thought, no, I can't put that in there. It's too thick. So I just Xeroxed it. I photocopied it in black and white. And then I added the tab, hashtag. This is a die cut out of a piece of scrapbook paper. No, it's a punch. And there's my journaling. There's the 7th. I had another one of these I put in. I just tipped it in. This is something I printed and cut out. This is Little Raven ink. This was Loveland's Life. I added polka dots. If I need to, like we had a fire that day and had coffee, usually every Sunday, if it's in the winter, we're by our fireplace. So We had a fire and my husband made me a huge iced caramel macchiato. I was a happy girl. Might be diabetic now. The 8th, coffee time. This is Little Raven ink. This I printed off of the Google. This is my own doodle, my little blob that I drew. That I have a whole bunch of these drawn that I need to figure out how to digitize because I want to make my own printables. This is Little Raven ink. This is washi. We went to Chick-fil-A. I had some stickers I put on there. This was from the chicken sandwich. I washed the inside and then cut this out and then covered the foil with a picture of my dog and some other stuff I printed. This is Little Raven ink. This is a piece of vellum that I had. I put I feel so lucky. And it's a picture of my boy and the dog laying on my boy and Converse because both me and my son love Converse. I printed this off of the internet. This is Little Raven ink and washi, and here's some watercolor. The 10th. This, I remember saying when I did a video of this page, or that had this page on it, Allison was using playing cards for her numbers from, I don't know if she got them in Happy Mail or where she got them, but she was using them as the numbers, and I was like, oh, duh, that's smart. So I didn't feel like going downstairs to look for them. Plus, I don't have any cute ones. I just have regular ones, and they'll be thick. So I just printed, I Googled number 10 playing card, and then I chose the heart one instead of one of the others because it matched February. Washi tape. This is Loveland's Life. This is red glitter, like vinyl, that was in the Target dollar section last year, and I just punched it out in the shape of a heart. Little Raven ink. Little Raven ink. I think I just printed those. These are from a sticker book. Let's see. I filmed some Journal With Me vids. Did some actual work for my job. It was slower then. It's now speeding up. Speeding up. It's getting busier. We watched Mrs. Maisel and This Is Us. Today is Thursday, not Friday. That whole day. Whole day. I thought it was Friday until I did this and I was like, oh my gosh. And here's me working, looking thrilled. Number 12, I printed those from the Google. We had Noodles and Company. One of my kids came over and their girlfriend, and I cut these out of a magazine. Again, here's watercolor not looking great on my page. I like my coffee how I like myself, dark, bitter, and too hot for you. I thought that was funny. This is, oh, I think we played Phase 10. And I washed it down because it wouldn't stay. Yeah, that's the sheet from Phase 10 to show who won, who played, yada, yada, yada. You know, real life stuff. I don't remember who won. Oh, I did. Ha ha. That's rare. This is a puffy sticker that I wrote Friday on because I didn't have Friday on here anywhere. And this is just, I had Googled Phase 10 and that came up. Little Raven ink. This is watercolor and I put hearts. We watched Crazy Rich Asians, and this was to indicate that we had a fire. Not a bad fire, but a fire in our fireplace. But I thought it was funny that I had this from a magazine, so I put it in. And this is from the library. It says, this weekend is going to be lit-erary. All right, February 14th, I used Little Raven ink. This was from a piece of scrapbook paper. I don't remember where I got this, but I put a tab on it. And then I used a punch to make this little scallop border. I have a scallop punch. And I was inspired to use my punches more on that particular day. I don't know that I've done it since. By Allison, AJ's Inspired Life. I had this in my stock. I don't know where I got it. Here's another puffy sticker, another of the glitter hearts. These tabs are from a sticker book. And I put this cutout of my me emoji from Me to You. And here is a piece of washi. No. Well, that's washi. Vellum. I put a little heart on it to make a tab. I probably should have made it bigger, but whatever. I got this little envelope in Happy Mail, so I stuck it down. And then I taped it so it would stay open so you could see the other glitter heart that I put in there. And I have these little tiny stamps I used to make that. This was from a gift bag that I got a few years ago for Valentine's Day from my husband, so I just put that in there. And then I used my stamps to make this. Love, talk to yourself like someone you love. All you need is love and a puppy. And here's my son with our puppy. And I used the @ sign to put my Instagram on there. I don't know why. I love this memoji with the hearts. I love hearts. The 15th, we have, what's his name? I always forget his name. I call this piece Chicago. Start with titanium white, then add titanium white, because Chicago in the winter is white. The 15th, it was a Monday. The Sunday night, we had heard that we were going to get 4 to 7 inches of snow. Then we heard 7 to 11. Then they went back to 4 to 7. And we ended up, I put wrong because we ended up getting 18 inches. That was interesting. Oh dear. I got this in the mail from somebody. Like an order, not a person. I mean, there are people, but from a company. Something I ordered. There's my journaling. Nothing exciting. And then here's a picture of my house with like obscene amounts of icicles on it, which I've now learned is not good, but it looked cool. And let's see, I put Ice Ice Baby with my stamps. Then 17th, I printed this from the internet. This is all watercolor that I had put on ahead of the page. This is a picture of a dog with glasses. I don't know where I got it. I think I printed it. All I did that day was clean off my desk, which I do constantly, and then mess it up and clean it again. I had smoothies for lunch, which we do almost every day, but not quite, and did laundry. Oh, shoot, I need to do laundry. Oh, I forgot my laundry. It says bad day in progress. You got this, shine bright. And these are all stickers and stuff that I had in my stash. Nothing exciting. This is from a magazine. And it shows a plug being pulled out, so unplug. I like this little VW van. I thought that was cool. The 18th, I printed the number on Google. This is not Loveland's Life. That other one, Little Raven Ink. Here's a picture I just took of my own journal page back here in my desk. This I got in Happy Mail, and I love it. I love it. I love it. This is watercolor. And I had a bad head and neck ache that kept me up, and my eyes wouldn't focus without pain. So I put on the little thing, the little emoji with holding its head. Comfort Coffee. It's a brand. I bought it. I drink it. It's cheaper than Starbucks. 19. I printed it off the internet. This is a magazine picture. This is Little Raven Ink. This is a picture of my art area. I miss it. I really need to get down there. Wheel of Fortune, so we must have watched it. Blah. I could do this. Focus on happy. Clean my office and my paint area. So both. Wow. My husband made chicken chipotle bowls. Yum yum. Watched Maisel and Wheel of Fortune. And I just tipped that in, or taped that in, literally. The 20th, puppy class. Marley had puppy classes. My parents came over and we played domino. There's dominoes. This is my parents. My mom won, so I put a little speech bubble that says she won. And it was a fun day. This was out of a magazine. And this was my stamps again, but I colored it in. 21. I didn't have a lot to say for that day, but on Sundays in February, we spent every Sunday by the fire. So I put chill day. Present, like as in be present. We had church online. I painted a little, and we had a fire. So I put this to indicate art. The 22nd, this is Loveland's Life. Little Raven Ink. This blows, these little lips with the bubble gum. I saw this on a video from Loveland's Life, and I thought that was just too cute. So I Googled it and found it and printed it. And I put this blows because I had a migraine. Again, I've had 4 in 2 weeks. I don't enjoy that, as you might suspect. This is the mind blown, I think, memoji, but I made it because it looks like my head is exploding, because it was. And these are just triggers and tips to manage a migraine, because what was I going to put on a migraine day? I did literally nothing but survive that day. I'm just going to put an out of order sticker on my forehead and call it a day. And this is Monday with Garfield like smashed by cement. 23rd, my puppy was sick, and this is not a picture of my puppy, but it's so close to what she looks like, so I printed it off the internet, and I printed this. It's another one of those like memojis or emojis, that dog ones that you can print. Sticker book stickers. This is a picture of chicken and rice I made her, and I gave her Pepsid, because apparently you can give a dog Pepsid, according to the vet. And then this is Little Raven ink, and I put Poor Pup. Wednesday is Love Lynn's Life. I love her. This is a freebie. This is a magazine picture of a washer. This is a clock, which I just found it, and I thought I'm gonna stick that in my journal. I've never used it. I love it. It's a half a clock. I should have put it like down here, but I had already put the Jimmy John sticker. So I put it here, and then I wished I would have saved it for just this past weekend when our time changed. Wah, wah, wah. I filmed 2 Journal With Me videos. Here, the plant is to indicate that I watered my plants. We had frozen pizza. We do that way too much. Free, printable. These are my banana stickers, which I was inspired to do by Dally, or Hallie from Journal with Dally. See, we all inspire each other, or you all inspire me. Well, they do. They may not even watch this. I don't know. I hope so. Happy Thursday. We watched American Idol. My dog was digging, digging, digging. Joy, joy, joy. My husband went to the store and brought me home 2 little truffles because he knows I love them, so I tipped that in. Why? Because I'm going to start doing that. This is from Culver's because we had Culver's. My husband had a bad day at work, and he's our cook, our Chef Pierre. And when he doesn't want to cook, I don't argue because I don't either. So we had burgers and fries after frozen pizza. I can't figure out why I'm overweight. I don't understand. Anyway, weekend is from Love Lynn's Life. This is free. I printed pictures of the shows I was watching. This is a vacuum, so I obviously vacuumed. This blue is a glitter Posca, and I can't even read. It says I vacuumed, washed bedding. I washed my dog's hands? Yes, she has hands. Her paws and her face ad nauseum because she was digging. We watched WandaVision, and I remember this. Oh my, this is getting long, sorry. My husband had made, he's a really good cook, but he has off days, and he doesn't get that that's how life goes. We all have off days. Not every recipe turns out great. He will tell you, well, he won't because he's never going to be on here, but he would tell you that I made this, what is that stuff? Bruschetta chicken one time when we lived in Wisconsin and our kids were little. I made bruschetta chicken, and it smelled amazing. And then I opened it up and it was not done. So I put it back in and cooked it. I had to put it back 4 or 5 times and it still wasn't cooked, and we didn't know why. We gave up and ordered takeout, and that's what happened here. He made blue cheeseburgers, and for whatever reason, he put the blue cheese in the burgers, not on top. He does it both ways, but for whatever reason that day, when he put it inside the patty, like mixed it in, he could not get them to cook right. It smelled so good. My son and I were sitting in the living room. I was working, he was doing his thing, and I was waiting for those burgers to be done, and it smelled amazing. Oh my gosh. He can cook, let me tell you. And then all of a sudden I heard him fussing, and he was mad, and he doesn't get mad. He doesn't get mad that easy, but he was mad. And then he threw it all away, and he got his keys and went to the, and he left and came back with Culver's, and we didn't say a word. Anyway, this is a day, 27th. I had a migraine again. Yes, joy. Little Raven ink. These are just things I printed off of the interwebs. These are stickers that I made myself. They're like salt and pepper, forks, and pasta. I just Googled the images and then made a whole sheet of them. I should find all those documents and offer them to you all. Not that I'm selling them because I didn't create the images. I just Googled it, but it'd be fun to share them with each other if you have your own thing. Not if you don't sell them. I'm not doing that. Maybe someday. I put a head on here with hammers because it felt like somebody was hitting me with the hammer. We watched Mr. Mayor, Pitch Perfect 1 and 2. Oh, this was a Saturday. I was like, what? This is Marley's graduation picture. My husband and my son took her to her graduation from puppy class because, why? Yes, I had a migraine. And here's another brain explosion. The 28th. I put this because it's cute. It's Little Raven ink, and I love it. Sunday Fun Day is a sticker. Follow the Music. One of my kids went to it's called a Curiosity Shop, which is just a thrift shop, I believe. And they bought me that. And there's a fireplace. It's not my fireplace, but I printed it to indicate that it's Sunday. We had a fire. Sundays, fire, music, read, relax, maybe paint, coffee. I really enjoyed Sundays in February. All right, so here we are to March. Oh, yeah, because February was only 28 days long. Well, hallelujah, this video is over. It's a little long, but it is all of March, where January I did 2 videos. This room is too much of a mess for me to worry about all that. So the next video, maybe I can flip March. I will give you a sneak peek that I had intended last night. Okay, I had the March page done and March 1st done. It is, what, the 15th? 16th. I think it's the 16th today. Somebody tell me. Ooh, I gotta work. March 15th. It is March 15th, and I had the 1st done. So last night I sat down on the couch and I had the stuff like stuffed in here like this. But last night I was gonna video a journal with me's of these pages, and then I was like, okay, I just can't. I gotta get this done. I'm so far behind in my journal that it's no longer a joy to me, and I don't want that. So you'll have to see those on the flip, but I did the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th. I didn't finish them, but I started them. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and this is just an extra page because I wanted to. So I got, oh, and the 13th. So I got as far as the 13th. I did the 2nd through the 13th in one day. Was it last night? No, because it's Monday. I did it Saturday night because with the time change, I thought I was staying up until really late. But it turns out that the time hadn't changed on my watch. So I thought I went to bed I thought I went to bed earlier than I did, but I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was just doing this that whole time, and I loved it, and I enjoyed my journal. And that is the point of doing this, is to enjoy your journal and to document your life, whether it's exciting or mundane, documenting the details of your life every day, and in the hopes that someday somebody will see this and think, oh, my mom really was a person. I kid, kind of. All right, so that is it. This video went too long. I have to figure out where Tuesday went, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.